Hey guys, it's Heather. Welcome back. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my first ever project pan, and I am so excited to make this video. So I chose to follow the trend of 19 products by 2019, and I have a bin full of products that I picked. This has been long overdue for me. This is something that I've been watching and following, but I just haven't done it. So I figured by doing my makeup inventory and going through everything and discovering products that I purchased that I kind of forgotten about that I absolutely loved, kind of gave me the motivation to go ahead and start this project. And I figured that if I film this project and I kind of track my progress on, say, every few months or on a quarterly basis, that I will be more likely to stick to it. Okay, so quickly, if you are not familiar with project panning, panning refers to hitting the bottom, like the pan of a product. I'll show you a quick example of what I mean. So it would be when you use the product up and you can see pan. Or if it's a lip gloss, you get through the whole lip gloss. If it is a primer, you get through the whole primer. You get the idea. Okay, so some of the rules that I've set for myself is that I cannot spend any money on new products. However, there are a couple exceptions, and that being, so say I get through a mascara and I don't have any other backups. Of course, I could go out and buy a new mascara, or if I have a face serum and I'm running low and I run out, then yes, okay, I can go out and buy a new face serum. So I'm gonna share with you the 19 products that I chose and why I chose them, and then at the end of the video, I'm gonna kind of go over more of my thought process and how I'm trying to kind of do like a mindset reset and the way that my feelings have kind of changed on the whole makeup addiction and having to go out and buy the new latest and greatest thing. So I'm gonna share with you these 19 items in no particular order whatsoever. And one thing that I want to mention before we get started is that all of the items that I chose are items that I actually really love and really enjoy using. I wasn't going to force myself to use something that I don't really like. So with that being said, some of these products here are expiring within the next 6 months or so, and some of the other ones are just items that I, bought a few months ago or bought a year ago and I forgot about because I've been so overwhelmed with my collection and going out and buying new things that I don't need. So I'm going to stop rambling about that and let's get started. So the first item that I chose is the Tarteist Mascara by Tarte. This is a really good mascara. I do like it. The more I've been using it, the more I actually do really like it. But of course, there are other mascaras in my collection that I do like more, or that I would be more likely to purchase than go ahead and repurchase this one. But I do really like this. It's been open for several months, but I haven't been using it, so that's why I went ahead and I chose this mascara to use up. So next up, I chose the small Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. I have to be honest, I have not been using a primer every day, mostly because I like to use an SPF, and sometimes I just don't have the time, or I just don't feel like putting extra products on my face when it's not needed. But I do really like the way my makeup goes on when I do use a primer, especially like around my nose and in the T-zone. So I am going to challenge myself to get back into using primers because I do have quite a few of them and I do really like them. So next up, I have two foundations to mention. I have the Estee Lauder Double Wear, and then I have the CoverGirl Healthy Elixir. So I chose the CoverGirl Healthy Elixir in the shade Classic Ivory only because this shade is going to be way too light for me in a few months with the summer, and I don't want it to go bad. I do really enjoy using this foundation, but this is my lightest shade foundation, and it mixes in really well with the Estee Lauder Double Wear. And my Double Wear is in the shade Creamy Vanilla. This foundation is fantastic. I have not been using it enough, and it was simply because I was just saving it to use for special occasions. I didn't want to waste it, and now here I am, and this foundation is going to be expiring soon. So I will be mixing in these two together, probably more on like a daily basis, because I like the way the Healthy Elixir softens this up and kind of gives your skin more of a healthy glow. So that is why I chose these two. Next up is one of my absolute favorites. It is the Tarte Shape Tape. I chose this one because I have these in several different shades. I actually have two of this shade, so I really need to get through it. I love this concealer, but then every time another concealer would come out on the market, I was super hyped up. Of course, I wanted to run out and get it, but in all honesty, nothing has compared to this concealer. My favorite drugstore concealer is the Maybelline Age Rewind. I really like that, but I really want to get back to this one and using it up. And I decided to let go some of those other concealers that I bought that I just don't really like. Next up is my favorite lip scrub. This is the Milani Keep It Sweet lip scrub, and I chose this because I haven't been using it nearly as much as I should, and it is gonna go bad soon. This is amazing, especially for the winter months. I used it this morning before I did my makeup, and it is just so good at removing and exfoliating that dead skin and just making your lips look just so smooth, so that once you put your lip products on, it goes on and it's smooth and it just looks really, really nice. Oh, and this stuff smells amazing. So this one will be easy for me to get through very quickly. So I chose a blush, which may not be so achievable. However, I decided to choose one that I really like, that I wouldn't mind wearing almost every time I did my makeup. And I have this blush on today. I have kind of forgotten about it because I've added other blushes to my collection, so I haven't been giving this one as much attention. And this is the Milani Baked Blush in the shade Luminoso, and it is just so beautiful. I love it for like the spring, the summer, and it is really nice in the winter too. And out of all of my blushes, this has the least amount of product in it, so I do know that I probably won't be able to finish this, but I am going to try to hit pan on this, so that's my goal. Moving on, I have a couple of highlighters to mention. I love both of these, but again, I have just been overwhelmed and consumed with a lot of product that I've just kind of forgotten about them. So I figured that adding them to my project pan will inspire me to start using them again. First up is the RMS Beauty highlighter. This is more of like a dewy glow. This is in the shade Living Luminizer. And this is just beautiful. I forgot how subtle and just natural that this is. So if you're just running out and you just want to put a little bit of highlighter on, I would recommend this one. This type of a highlight will give you the most natural glow. And then next up, I have the Colourpop Super Shock Cheek in the shade Wisp. This is my second one now that I've purchased of this, and I really, really love it. So I want to start using this again and adding it into my everyday makeup drawer. Okay, so powering through, I have a couple more to mention. I have two of the Colourpop Super Shock shadows. I love these. These are stunning. I have the shade Weenie and the shade Lala. Weenie is this beautiful rose gold, and I have already kind of hit pan on this. I chose two of these single shadows, and I chose the ones that I knew that I would love to wear and that I can trust that every time I put them on, it's gonna look good and they're gonna perform great every time I wear them. Today I do have the shade Lala on my lid. So I added these in to my project because I really wanna start giving these more love and attention and getting through what I have. So next up is this setting spray, and then I have some lip products to mention, and then we'll be done. So I decided to add in the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. I love this. I just don't use it every time I do my makeup. I'll use it on those days where I know that I'm gonna have makeup on for a really long time, and it performs excellent. I've just had this for probably over a year now. I would say there's maybe like a quarter left, so I think it will be easy for me to get through, but I'm gonna add this one in, and I think the next time I purchase this, I'm gonna definitely get the smaller travel size. It will just be more realistic for me to get through that one than to get the regular size. Okay, so lastly, I have some lip products. I have two lip liners. I have one by Colourpop in the shade Aquarius. I love this lip liner. I have forgotten how stunning it is. It is just the perfect color. The only thing I'm not crazy about with these Colourpop lip liners is when you sharpen them, I just always have an issue with getting the tip pointed right. It just never works that great for me. Maybe it's just a sharpener I have is crap. I'm not really sure, but it just doesn't work that great for me. This is the lip liner I have on today. And then I have the matching lippy stick from Colourpop in Aquarius. This is a cream finish. It is beautiful. I absolutely love this shade. I would definitely repurchase this. This is the lipstick I have on, and then I just have a lip topper gloss on top of that by Dose of Colors. So for the Colourpop lippy sticks, I'm adding in Aquarius, and then also Contempo, which is one of my favorite more bold purple tone shades. So I figured adding in a few different lip choices would make this whole thing a lot more manageable, so at least I can kind of mix up my looks that way. So the next lip liner I chose is the Rimmel Exaggerate. This is in East End Snob. I've had this one for a little while, so I want to get through it, but I would definitely repurchase this. I really, really, really love this lip liner. It is a retractable pencil, and it is super affordable at the drugstore. I have a few velvet lips to mention. I have two by L'Oreal that I kind of forgot about. I think because they're more of like winter fall-y colors, but I just wore this darker one the other day and I really, really like it. So I decided to add these two in. I have the L'Oreal Pro Matte Gloss in the shades Statement Nude and Bare Attraction. I wouldn't consider these matte liquid lips. I would consider these more of like velvet lip glides. And then the final product I have to mention, this is one of my all-time favorites, but again, I just haven't been giving it the love that it needs. This is the NARS Liquid Lip Guide in the shade Bound. It is so beautiful, and I just love the way it feels on my lips. Love this. This one is an all-time favorite of mine. So my new mindset of this whole makeup obsession collection thing is use up what you have and learn to love what you have again, and not go out and have to jump and purchase the new latest and greatest thing. That is what I've been doing for years. I mean, my makeup collection isn't huge, but it's definitely too much for one person, and it's wasteful. Not only are you spending a ton of money, but you are spending a lot of money on things that you may never get to and you won't be able to use up. So I'm just trying to be more focused on using up what I had before going out and buying new. And it's also important to remind yourself that makeup does expire, so it's important to use up what you have while it is still good. So I will end this video by saying that for years I have been in love with makeup and beauty products and wanting to get more and more, and thinking that a lip gloss is gonna do this for me or do that for me, when the reality of it is that slowly it has become more of an addiction, and it's caused stress. I feel stressed out when I see 40 lip products that I know I'm never gonna get through. So my new mindset has become more of a panner than a buyer, if that makes sense. So I hope that you guys like this video and that you found it helpful and motivating and inspiring. Wish me luck, and I will keep you guys updated within the next few months or so. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.